Recently, there have been many notable news stories concerning the relationship between Tom Cruise and his daughter, Suri Cruise. Suri, the 18-year-old daughter of Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, was seen crying while talking on the phone on the streets of New York. This event not only attracted public attention but also sparked discussions about the father-daughter relationship and the role of celebrities in raising their children. Additionally, images of Suri on stage have generated many comments from netizens, making people ponder the pressures she faces living in the spotlight of her famous parents. This raises questions about the balance between financial support and emotional nurturing within the family, especially when the parents are major stars. After all, who was the person on the phone that made Suri cry so much? Let's discuss these aspects together, from Suri's emotions to the influence of the public and media, as well as the challenges that famous families face. Recently, Suri Cruise, the daughter of the famous couple Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, was seen walking alone on the streets. Usually radiant and cheerful, Suri often appears in public with a smile on her face. However, this time, her image was completely different, causing fans to worry. According to news station, while walking, Suri had an emotional phone call with someone. She held the phone, her face tense, and her eyes gradually reddening. At times, she put her hand on her head as if trying to calm herself, but the emotions were too strong for her to control. Tears began to stream down her cheeks, and she sobbed right there in the street. Seeing the teenage girl in such a vulnerable moment, many passers-by felt a pang of sympathy. Suri tried to wipe away her tears, but they kept flowing. She ended the call but couldn't stop her emotions, continuing to cry alone. During this time, Suri appeared very simply dressed. She wore comfortable clothes and carried a small bag with her. No one was with her. She was alone amidst the bustling crowd of the city. In that moment, the stark contrast between her usual image and her current state made those who witnessed it feel deeply concerned and ponder what she might be going through. Suri Cruise has been living with her mother in New York since 2012 after actress Katie Holmes filed for divorce from actor Tom Cruise and gained custody of their daughter. According to Katie, her daughter is a talented, independent, and cheerful girl. Suri has performed in several school musicals and received many compliments. She has also recorded for 2 films directed by her mother. Tom Cruise's daughter is considered to have an outstanding appearance, multi-talented, and is her mother's pride and joy. Recently, a series of photos of Suri Cruise singing and performing on stage were posted on social media. Observing the photos, Tom Cruise's daughter was dressed in black, revealing an attractive figure. She wore makeup that highlighted her facial features and styled her hair to accentuate her femininity. Suri has shown excellent facial expressions. She fully immerses herself in her roles, performing with great enthusiasm in front of the audience. Netizens have showered the young Cruise with praise. They particularly mention Tom Cruise, the neglectful father who has abandoned his daughter for over a decade. Netizens expressed, "Having such a beautiful and talented daughter like Suri, yet Tom Cruise abandoned her and doesn't care. What is he thinking? Suri is the kind of daughter any parent would want. Tom really can't see the diamond in front of him. No wonder Suri wants to drop his surname. Such an irresponsible father. It's a pity that Suri isn't pursuing an artistic career, but at least she has a peaceful life like any other young girl." Suri frequently participates in school plays and professional stage productions. Additionally, she has lent her voice to her mother's film projects. However, she chose to study fashion at Carnegie Mellon University in Pennsylvania, USA. This fall, Suri will officially start her college journey. In a family, the role of the father is irreplaceable. Many educational studies have confirmed that children who are close to their fathers tend to be more independent, courageous, intelligent, and sociable compared to those who have less paternal involvement. Conversely, children who lack their father's presence for a prolonged period often appear shy, withdrawn, and less capable, displaying a lot of timidity and fear. However, many fathers fall short in their parenting roles. Some fathers use work commitments as an excuse to spend little time with their children, while others neglect their kids due to divorce. Many believe that providing material support is sufficient to fulfill their parental duties. In reality, children need their father's emotional presence more than just material provisions. Without emotional involvement, the father-child relationship can become cold and distant, making it difficult to build a close, warm bond. Suri Cruise is the daughter of Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes. Since her parents' divorce in 2012, Suri has been raised and cared for by her mother. After the divorce, Tom Cruise has been distant from his daughter. Although he has provided substantial financial support, amounting to $400,000 annually until Suri turned 18 as per their divorce settlement, this could not mend their strained father-daughter relationship. Despite this financial support, Tom Cruise neglected to see his daughter even once over the 12 years, ignoring Suri's pleas and tears to see him. The outcome of this relationship is evident. Recently, Suri removed her father's surname from her name after turning 18. She no longer uses her birth surname, Cruise, and instead adopted her mother's middle name, becoming Suri Noel. Clearly, despite receiving substantial financial support, the emotional wounds for Suri remain unresolved. Providing material support for a child is beneficial, but it can never replace the presence and involvement of a parent throughout their developmental years. Will Tom Cruise ever feel regret for his actions towards his only daughter? As time passes like a fleeting cloud, it waits for no one and cannot be reversed.